Employee of UW-Madison Athletics is charged with stealing money from student athletes. Marcel Dubois is accused of stealing more than $7,000. He was in charge of distributing debit cards that athletes use for expenses on the road. He allegedly took more than a dozen cards belonging to former athletes and spent the money on personal items, withdrew cash from ATMs, and at least once used a card for trips to Colorado. According to the criminal complaint, he was caught on surveillance video using those cards. He faces 13 charges, including 12 felony charges of identity theft. He's due back in court next week.